welcome to another episode of Days of Painted Victory. I'm finally back in the shop. Alex has been kind of carrying the team here, the old DPV YouTube channel. Back from all my vacations and stuff, so I can finally start wrenching on the rigs. Finally got some wrenching time and had to work on my dang dailies. Hate that. But whatever, it's all done. So now we're just gonna play around on the Big Chief a little bit. Kind of some maintenance items, but it still should be a good time. So this episode we're gonna try to get this pan. I know that chrome don't get you home, but in this case it might actually, because we got to deal with that leak. Also got a leak around the water neck, so got myself a new water neck. Might change the thermostat, but thermostat's new when I built the motor, so that might be unnecessary. Also got this little water hose. So this guy here is the original equipment, and I've had to zip tie it so it doesn't kink. So you get that guy replaced. Also been packing this around for a while. Some oil filter relocation kit. I did just change the oil, but I think we can probably put this on and just top the guy off. Oil filter, when you unscrew it, just pours all over freaking pumpkin. So I'll put that in a better spot, maybe like here-ish. I'm gonna finally put the dust covers on the transmission, but I'd like to paint them up a little bit. Yeah, so only got about an hour today. We'll see what we get done. We're gonna start with the coolant water neck. Alrighty, flat blade screwdriver. Should deal with that too. Got some basic wrenching today, but I don't know if it's just a mindset thing. It's a lot more fun to do this basic wrenching on this guy than it is to do it on, you know, my drivers. 9/16 maybe? Dang, dude. It's nasty in there. Probably like flush the coolant system. Dang it, it was 9/16. I'm not sure what these tools are called. I call them a hooky doodad, but they work good for breaking the seal around, you know, your hoses and whatnot. So you just jam this up underneath the hose, run that under there, and then shoot, let's pop that off. When you gotta go, you gotta go. I'm not gonna do a full-on coolant flush here, but I'm draining it out because there's quite a bit of rust and stuff on top of that thermostat. I'm not gonna do a full-on flush because I don't want to drag a hose in here. So, but oh yeah, you can see kind of brown. But with that cracked open, most of it should drain out. So it'll be a lot better than not putting anything new in it. So let that drain out, start cleaning up my gasket surface there. All right, put a little pipe dope on this guy. By a little, I mean probably way too much. That's all right. Somebody leave me a comment below, what is this hole for? I don't think we can put a temp sensor there because it's after the thermostat, but I don't really know. If you know, let me know. I gotta drill these holes out. The bolts on my intake are bigger than the factory water neck. Drill it. Ever drilled out a gasket before? Oh, thermostat. Losing faith in this gasket. Bolt holes don't line up, perfectly. This is what you don't want to do, and as you'll probably soon see in this video, it's probably going to leak, but I got to move these holes out. Speed mode. See if that was enough. Don't go too hard because it's just aluminum. Aluminum. There we go. Sweet deal. All right, now we just got to get this guy on there. Sweet. And rob some hose clamps here. You guys keep this kind of stuff around that's like, it's old and crappy, but it hasn't failed. And so it might work for something. I don't know. Sometimes I think I keep too much crap. I could get a nut driver and struggle less, but that's all right. Sweet. Hey. All right. New water necks in there. Looks pretty good. Hopefully it stays dry. I'm gonna pull this cap off, so hopefully I don't forget to fill up my radiator. All right, now I think what we're gonna do is work on the oil filter relocation kit. So I think this is what mounts to the frame. This must go to where the oil filter was. Some hardware here. Screws for hooking it to the frame. Connections that are probably gonna leak. I'm gonna read through these real quick, figure out what the heck I'm doing. Alright, sorry if you were excited about this, but I'm actually gonna hold off on the oil filter relocation kit because I can't find a good spot for this. And I'm going to be very soon rebuilding these inner fenders, and building the M715 fender flares and all that, so I think I'll be able to find a spot to put it then. But right now, there's just not a good location. So it doesn't make sense to do it right now. So these parts are going back in the box. I think next I'm going to pull that transmission pan. I can kind of inspect how that transmission's doing. I expect to see a little bit of, you know, clutch material and stuff in there because it's a brand new build. So there's going to be a little bit of just from the initial break-in. I don't have the gasket I want, so I'm not going to be putting the pan on, but I can at least get the oil drained. And maybe we put these on there, wipe them down. We'll just paint them in place under the Jeep. All right, if you're a transmission guy, let me know. Is this normal for a fresh rebuild? Or is it only a matter of time? So, hope it's fine. There's no big chunks of metal. I expected to see some, you know, clutch material because it's all that stuff's just fresh and new, so there's going to be a little bit on the surface that just comes off, but shall see. All right, that's all I got time for tonight, but I'll let that thing drain. I'm going to get myself a new gasket. We'll put on the chrome pan. One thing I'm really excited about this is it's got a drain plug, so that'll be sweet. Plus it's a little bit deeper, so get a little bit more capacity. You can see how much deeper that is. So that'll be good. So I'll get out here later in the week, button this up. All right, I'm gonna try to do one more thing. Got this little overflow tank, which is not the right one because it's obviously different than that, but there might be room for it right there. So I'm gonna pull this guy off and see if it'll fit, because obviously that's not good. Not exactly enough room. But I think with zip ties there isn't. You can get one self-tapper down there at the bottom, and then one zip tie here at the top. Be golden. Right on. You know. All right. Got an overflow tank that's not broken. Not too bad. And you might be thinking, dude, zip tie, really? Have you ever seen a trophy truck? I'm pretty sure those things are held together by zip ties. And it's not just the trophy truck that we drove. They all got zip ties all over the place. So a little zip tie on the overflow tank, not a big deal. Sweet. All right. Get some gaskets and get that pan put in next time. It's gonna be good. All right, back at it finally. Got myself filter and a gasket. So we'll take care of that. Get some brake clean. It's for another project. Yeah, let's get this shiny new pan on there. It'll be a lot better. You can see that guy was bent down. That's certainly where it was leaking. Get under the Jeep and start wiping up the gasket surface. And yeah, this should look nice. And we gotta get this stuff painted. And some high quality paint prep over here. Now I'm gonna do the real paint prep. That brake clean got a bunch of junk off. So now we're gonna get the oil residue off here. It's not gonna be perfect, and it doesn't have to be. All right, let that dry. I'm gonna find some bolts. Anybody else have this system? Works great. Okay. I like it. Two of those guys. Sweet. Tack coat here. There we go. Moment of truth here to see if I actually fix anything. I'm pretty good at doing lots of work without fixing anything. Usually a fluid and filter change is about 7 quarts because you're not like flushing the system. But that is a deeper capacity pan, so it might take this whole 2 gallons. All right. Put some coolant in and get this thing fired up. We'll check the trans fluid again with it running. Sweet. All right, what I usually do here, if I've drained the whole coolant system, which pretty much did, I get the undiluted antifreeze. I'll dump this in and then fill it up with water and then top it off. And that pretty much gets you your 50-50 mix. And I'll probably spill it everywhere. Oh, look at that. Sweet. We'll fill this up with water. Should get us there. Oh yeah. Hey. Thirsty girl. Oh, no, that's filled to the top. Sweet. I mean, it's gonna go down once it runs, but I've got another jug of 50-50, so. This carb always has a tendency of like running dry when it sits very long at all. I'm just gonna give it a little drink, help kick things off. Oh, now it's probably too much. Well, transmission still leaks, and there's starting to be a nasty sound from the engine compartment. I think my
power steering pump is failing. So we're gonna ignore that and go play around. I got my helper here today. If you remember, but we did some barn shackles, mounts here, fixed up the front suspension, so I'm excited to see how that all works. And I did bring the tractor over here, dug ourselves a hole there, dug up a little bit up there, added a few more boulders. So we're gonna try that out and see how the suspension does. Hopefully before my power steering pump completely goes kapooey. Well,
what happened?
Transfer case is done. It's done finally. Means I'm building a doubler. Oh man. All right. The Jeep. Oh, it is broke bad now.
What happened?
Well, that BorgWarner Quadra-Track, it was on its last leg. It finally gave out. So I think it's done. Done. All right. Well, I gotta figure out how to get this hunk of junk back to the shop. And sounds like we're gonna start that doubler project a little early. So that means we're doing another Turbo 400, which is great because this one's still leaking. And yeah, gonna need all the support we can get. So if you want to buy some merch, we got hats, we got t-shirts, link down in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Wheel it, wreck it, wrench it, repeat. See you next time.